it's so crazy how we're all, well, sisters should stick together. And then
Not
when
to
it
the
comes
same
to the
husband,
boy, but
though. Don't stick to the
no,
same
when you
husband,
stick
though.
to the same husband, then
Don't
you're
do
supposed to
that.
be enemies. You're
Because
supposed to
that's
not like
girls.
each other. It's throw up emoji, you know, whatever.
Like, y'all.
But Assalamu alaikum, peace. It's Coach Nyla.
So, like, peace, it's Coach Fatimah.
And we are co-wives as well as co-founders of Outstanding Personal Relationships and co-authors of the book,
Let's Talk Polygyny Uncensored.
So yeah, this video, not that you guys asked, but we're going to tell you anyway. We're going to talk about addressing and not suppressing your feelings or your emotions in polygyny, because as wives, we tend to do that. And it comes to the point where we're wondering why we're not heard or why people are not understanding what's going on with us, or we just suppress it until we blow up or get exhausted or get tired and want to walk away.
Yep.
And we're going to talk about how important it is to address these feelings or issues and how to do it properly.
Yeah, and one of the ways to do it properly, I learned from experience, is understanding that everybody's not built like you. I've been told multiple times, I believed it, that I have a tougher exterior, but it's not because I wanted it. It's because I've always been an empath that ran into the wrong people. And when you do that, then you go, okay, now I get to construct my wall.
Yeah.
Not even a wall. Mine was more of a fortress. And so I had to learn, because this speaks to both of us. There was something going on at our local masjid, and somebody got us confused. We always people get us confused all the time, mix us up. And somebody said to this one sister, they said, oh no, you'll know which one Fatimah is because she'll have on shades, which I typically do. And I will look completely unapproachable. She said she's got to kind of get to know you. Then she might, that thing. And she said intimidating. That's what she said. Word. She's intimidating. She's intimidating. And it wasn't because I didn't embrace people early on in my youth. I was always like in my community and active. And then I said, I keep running into these jerks. And I'm not going to offer myself so freely. So when polygyny specifically entered both of our lives, then it became, okay, I'm not asking her. I'm going to ask the husband. Her husband, well, thus and so. And I'm like, you know what? He didn't answer that like a woman would answer that. A woman would offer more of a nurturing energy. He just like, pew, 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 you right? Like a sniper. And, but I'm like, that's the way a man would answer that. And I said, you know what was wrong? I said, I was talking to the wrong person. I said, and that would be you. I said, I should have been asking her these things. But I found that was a roadblock for me. It was like, okay, I had too much faith that this person actually had the tools, although they want them, to answer these questions. But you can't answer them like she can, though. So that's how I kind of lined myself up that way. And then once me and a co-wife started talking, and once I started really talking to her, I'm like, oh, I get it now. That ain't what she meant. That ain't what she meant. Yeah. So it's so important.
It really is, being able to, like what co-wife was saying, get it pretty much from the horse's mouth. So even when you are having particular feelings, you're having, different thoughts or ideas that may not, and you need some answers to, you need some answers to, you need some clarity. We value clarity a lot. To be able to get it from the person who is going to give you the answer, not just the answers that you're seeking, but give you that clarity that you're seeking, because we may not even get the answer that we want. We may want something specific and we may not get that. But the thing is, we can respect the truth and we can respect the full layout of things. I guess us as women Basically, we can definitely respect the whole layout of things, because then we can sort it out ourselves, instead of having a person say, well, I'm only going to give you or feed you so much because I feel that you can only take so much, if that's even the case. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. With with me, I've learned to speak a little bit more freely, because you do, even as an incoming wife, you will have these different feelings and these ideas, and like, oh, okay, where do I fit in? Do I say these certain things? Am I going to get judged for saying these certain things? Am I going to be told that you have no place to say that type of thing, or you shouldn't feel this type of way? Well, I've been told so many times, not through my family, but outside of that. And I had to realize to speak freely and to be able to filter whose ideas and thoughts are more important to me. So being able to do that was a growth process. And being able to say, you know what, this is how I feel about this certain thing, but be able to talk to the people who really matter. Being able to talk to my co-wife about how I feel about anything, and it don't even have to be about polygyny and our marriages and things like that. It can be the dynamic at all. It can be about how I'm feeling about stuff in general, how
just
I'm feeling
being you.
Me, life,
just being Nyla. I've found that, that's true. Like,
which is so interesting, because I mean, we've seen some comments, and I've seen some that say people have a problem with the whole friend thing. To each his own. That's really weird to me, that you would have a problem with women becoming friends regardless of if they're married to the same man or not. So I'm addressing, suppressing. I'm not going to suppress this idea, what I'm saying. It doesn't make any sense to me, as well as to my coworkers, because we talked about that, because it makes for a stronger bond and dynamic for your family.
It does.
When you are friends, when you can speak to one another, when you can come to people or come to each other about ups and downs, highs and lows. I can celebrate with her. I'm like, this is my family, so when like I stated before, getting finding out whose ideas are more important, whose opinions are more important. Everybody has an opinion. I've heard the thing that said, people's like opinions are like buttholes, whatever. Everybody has one. I ain't gonna do it, but that's what I heard growing up. Yes. So my thing is, what's more important? And I know what I wanted in my family. I know what we want in our family. So anybody else's opinion that doesn't align with what we are going for doesn't really matter. So when people say, well, you shouldn't say this, or you shouldn't do that, or you should do it this way, if that's not the goal that we are trying to build or go towards, then it doesn't matter. And we're not going to suppress how we feel, what we want to say, what we want to do, how we want our stuff to look like. And we're individuals. We are grown. We're individuals. We have our own individual feelings, our thoughts, our dynamics, all of that stuff. And to be able to be transparent is a strength.
Yeah, it is. And the thing is, this is what's not going to happen on our channel or in our lives. What's not going to happen is that we're not going to shut our own voices down after doing that to ourselves. So then when somebody comes and says, well, this is how you should be, and I don't like it, and I don't like that color, and that's too bright, and you wear too much jewelry, and y'all shouldn't wear makeup or whatever. First of all, unless you can see like an eagle, I don't know how you could see any of that. And if it is, it's within certain guidelines and parameters. So if we're not going to shut our voices down any longer, then why would somebody think they have the power to shut our voices down in the comments? Are you kidding? I'm very visual. I'm a visual learner. So I envision people at their laptops and their desktops going, and all this life is going on that they're missing out of their own lives, so they can leave a petty comment to us. Now, y'all like sisterhood. Some of y'all like sisterhood, but it just can't be wrapped within married to the same husband. See, sisterhood in Islam, black sisterhood, black love, sisters, and all that, until somebody says, oh, we got the same husband. What I want people to get, I want them to hear me and hear me well. When we say we're married to the same man, that does not mean that our lives encompass whatever he's doing at any given moment, because then that would be a form of worship. And we don't worship him. If he died today, may Allah forbid, if his book is closed and Allah says his book is closed, this will still go on.
will
We
still
still have
be
children
it.
in this family. And I
Yes.
want people to understand the intensity that I'm coming to you with this message, because it's very irritating to see a bunch of grown people argue about a bunch of grown people that decided they're going to be married to the same man and he
be
grown.
friends.
And be friends. I'm like, my mama don't tell me who to be friends with, and she could throw her 2 cents in, but she's
all
like,
the
they grown.
time.
Her mother, you
So
grown?
yeah.
Do you?
And I'm like, so that's the thing. I'm kind of the mindset, you like it, I love it. It is what it is. So it's what
And
it
it's
is.
gonna be what it's gonna be.
It's gonna be what it's gonna be. So my thing is that it's like, it's really like my co-wife said, it's so crazy how we're all, well, sisters should stick together. And then
Not
when
to
it
the
comes
same
to the
husband,
boy,
though.
but
Don't stick to the
no,
same
when you
husband,
stick
though.
to the same husband, then
Don't
you're
do
supposed to
that.
be enemies.
Because
You're
that's
supposed to not like
gross.
each other. It's throw up emoji, whatever.
Like,
but
ooh, y'all kill me, because I'm still gonna get my ice cream cone after this, and y'all ain't gonna stop.
hello. So yeah, so for real, get my done doing my.
Because when I'm grown.
So yes, so that's the thing. Anyway, we're telling you guys, address it. Like I said, we will address a number of comments. We will address, we address our feelings within our own personal lives. And we're telling you guys to do that too. Don't suppress things, your feelings, but be able to be mature enough in a way that you can express them in a way that is going to be received and be received by the right people as well, So like when we express our stuff on our channel, it's not to get the comments. I mean, yes, we know that this is a public platform. It is what it is. And just as much as you have the freedom of speech to say what you think about us, we have the freedom of speech to respond back. Just saying. But other than that, our thing is to be able to let you guys know that you have this and you have us to help you, because we've been through the ups and downs and highs and lows and the sunshine and the rain and all that other good stuff. And we are still going through it. So the more we learn, the more we help you learn. And the more we learn, the more we grow and help you grow as well, for those who want to have it. And those goes for those who are not so put off by us being close as we are, being friends, people who are not put off about how we dress, or put off by the music in the intro, or all these other things like that. It's like, if you want to learn the lesson, you're going to learn the lesson. We've thought about a lot of the stuff that we put out there. We don't just willy-nilly just come out here, record something and throw it up.
We ain't reckless with it.
We're not reckless. We understand that being influencers, which is what we are, we do understand that whether you want to be or not, when you are out there speaking to masses, you are an influencer. And if those people are following you, you are influencing them. We understand how important that position is. So be aware of that. And as we stated before, stop suppressing. If you are suppressing your energy and your emotions and stuff that's going to make you fulfilled and happy because of what other people may think or say or project on you, stop doing that. Seriously, stop doing that, because you're hurting you. And they could care less, even though it sounds like, they couldn't care less, where... and that's the thing. You got to be able to care about you before you think or expect other people to care about you.
Yeah, y'all. I hope you guys got some gems from this video. We enjoyed doing it. If you guys aren't following us on our social medias, why not? On YouTube and Facebook, we're Outstanding Personal Relationships. And at IG, we're Outstanding Relationships, because Outstanding Personal Relationships was too long. So, if you want to know more about our coaching and counseling, please go visit outstandingpersonalrelationships.com/store for more details.
And if you made it this far, congratulations, and put in the comments, address, not suppress, okay? Address, not suppress. Until next time, make sure you are growing intentionally,
loving fearlessly,
and connecting on a higher level
every single day.
Assalamu alaikum. Peace.
Peace.
Here are 3 ways Outstanding Personal Relationships can help you.
Make sure you guys are following us on our social medias at Outstanding Personal Relationships on YouTube and Facebook, and on IG at Outstanding Relationships.
And make sure you sign up for our email list, and you can actually email us at support@Outstanding Personal Relationships, where you will get updates on our new book, Let's Talk Polygyny Uncensored, as well as exclusive access to our lives and bonuses.
Absolutely. If you're looking for more polygyny education, make sure you visit polygamy masterclass.com. Now, if you're looking for coaching or counseling with either Coach Fatimah or Coach Nyla, you can find them at.
Make sure you visit me at coachfatimah.com.
And myself at coachnyla.com.
That's how we can help you. Assalamu alaikum.
Peace.
Peace.